Hello, welcome to Xposed TV, brought to you by Stealth Productions. I'm Sarah, your host for this in-depth interview with the illustrious actor, producer, director, and set designer who happens to be a born and bred Guyanese. For those of you who are familiar with Xposed TV's format are aware that we are always scouring for musicians of all backgrounds, artists in the same regards, and in this case, the entertainer. He's on both local and international mediums of broadcast. As you stay tuned for the duration of this compelling interview, you'll recall seeing him on episodes of the following programs, whether it's a television series like the serious drama Law & Order or the comedy Hope and Fate and 30 Rock. Even on HBO, he acted in The Sopranos. As dexterous as he is, he's landed roles in the independent movies seen on the silver screen. The mere fact that the spotlight is on our dear guest, Mahadeo Shivraj, is one of the primary incentives to our quest here on Xposed TV to seek out and make known the simple people around us who are making enormous strides in bringing our local communities into the forefront. We've put together splices of our entertainers' credentials for your viewing and hope you can stay with us for the rest of this exclusive interview. You'll only see it here on Xposed TV.
Church on a Tuesday? But it seems so normal.
I know, right?
No.
Are you kidding me?
You eat too many hot dogs. Please, I am concerned. I copied this article on sodium for you.
Fine, but I will be reporting this to the Fox Problem Solvers.
Long way from a Saturday night special. Automatic. I sell them by the case only. 30 in a case. You want to take it easy, buddy? You're not looking good right.
I'm looking better than you.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I'm paying. What does it matter to you?
What does it matter to me? It is my bar. I can't have you making my bar look like you're chasing my customers away. Oh, hi, yeah. I'm August. What are you reading?
Oh, a book.
I can see that.
I'm sorry, was that too forward?
No, not at all. It's all just very strange and new to me.
Talking to women?
Flirting? I just never know what to do.
I think you're doing just fine.
You? Me? Patty. Is that her name?
You do it right.
Step back.
Where's my daughter?
Did you ever sit down and think about life?
You're watching Xposed, brought to you by Stealth Productions. In the studios with me is the illustrious Guyanese born and bred actor, producer, and director Mahadeo Shivraj. He's also the creator of the New York hit stage show Laugh Till Your Belly Bust. What you may or may not know about our dear guest is the multiple accomplishments he already has under his belt. We are so pleased to have you on Xposed. Welcome.
And thank you for having me here too.
First things first, where in Guyana did you reside?
Well, I was born in Georgetown and I lived in Georgetown all my life before coming here. But most of my life I spent in Lamaha Gardens, Greater Georgetown.
Okay.
That's the site of Prashad Nagar.
Right. Now, you've spent most or a fraction of your life in the arts, which I presume you're very fond of.
Oh, sure. Actually, it's catching up now. It's about 22 years now that I've been doing this. Yes, and I am really fond of it. I don't think I could see myself doing anything else.
Wow. Good. So then you found your calling.
I don't want to do anything else.
What are some of the shows or films that you've watched and enjoyed as a youngster?
Well, in Guyana, in my time, we didn't have television. We just had the movies. And the grandparents I grew up with, they took me to the movies 2 or 3 times a week because they loved it so much. But they went mostly to the Bollywood movies. And even though I liked that, it was the American movies that really pulled me. I guess because there was so much variety in comparison to the Indian movies, which had the same storyline all the time, kind of. I think that had a great influence on me because and then you saw so many varieties. It was a lot, and I think that had a great influence on my mind as a youth.
So how or what really inspired you to the show, the stage show, Laugh Till Your Belly Bust, and subsequently got you into the career path you've chosen?
Well, I think the career part started since the beginning, but Laugh Till Your Belly Bust was only 5 years. I mean, this is that which is fairly recent. But in Guyana, we did a show called The Link Show, which was a yearly satirical show which mirrored our community and made fun of people in high positions, you know, like the president, the ministers and stuff
Much
like
like Saturday Night Live.
like Saturday Night, exactly like Saturday Night Live. And I decided when I came here that I wanted to do something like that too, but I couldn't use politics, even though politics serve and you can get so much material, because our community is so spaced out and stretched out that in Guyana, we have one newspaper, 2 newspapers, and now 1 or 2 television channels. So everybody knows everything immediately almost.
Right.
Here, it takes weeks before everybody can know what goes on in our community.
Right.
Worldwide, they might know easier because they could put on to the world news. So I had to go in a different direction and find things that our people will relate to as soon as they see it, you know, and look at it from an observer's point of view and think, well, will they laugh at this? And I've learned 2 things, that for comedy, you have to do things that people will relate to, or you got to surprise them. So those are the 2 elements that I use in doing Laugh Till Your Belly Bust. And definitely it has become successful in that the bootleggers have helped, because when we came out with our DVD, it just went all over the world. And now it's made our show popular. So now when we go, like we went to Canada, we went to Florida, we went to Guyana, it was sold out all the time, you know?
Wow. That just goes to show Guyanese are everywhere. Or do you think different sorts of backgrounds watch and enjoy?
I think they look, I think they would look, but our people, our Caribbean people will relate to it easier, you know?
Right, because all the punchlines are in there.
Yeah.
Now, has being a Guyanese played a decisive role in your success in the entertainment industry?
Well, that's a good question. 2 things. One, being a Guyanese, well, that's where I started. I'm a Guyanese. I started in Guyana. That has been my foundation. But when you come to America in the mainstream, you have to deal with a whole different world altogether. And unfortunately, I would say here, Hollywood has a different view of people like me. When they look at people like me, they think that or when they look at me, they think that I'm supposed to be from India, Pakistan, or the Middle East. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I am not from there. Even though I look like them, I don't sound like them. And that's a problem that I have. If they think about somebody from the Caribbean, they'll think about a black guy with dreadlocks, with a Jamaican accent,
right.
You know? Their view or perception is very, very limited, and naturally they put you in that little box. So in as much as I've been fortunate that I've had the opportunity to audition for good shows like The Sopranos and other movies and things like that, I always find that I have the problem when it comes down. Out of hundreds, many times I've been chosen in the final 3, but didn't get the part, because of not being Indian, Pakistani, or Middle Eastern, because those people who go up for those roles, they're authentic people from those places. I'm the only Guyanese. I'm the only person from the Caribbean, except for one girl from Berbice, that I've ever come across in the few years I've been doing this. So to change that, I don't know. It'll take many years. I think maybe I'm just laying the foundation here for the young other Guyanese people who will come after me, but that's the reality of it, and it's something that I have to overcome, fighting or give up, and I'm not going to give up. I'm still fighting.